Hey everybody, welcome to the Patreon Launch Planner. That's my face right there, and I assume that you were able to get to at least this tab because if you're watching me right now, you would have clicked this little button right here. All right, so I am assuming that you are creative and you are looking to launch a Patreon and you don't have any idea where to start. Here is where to start. So I have compiled some of the more popular offerings that Patreon is known for, and I've compiled them into this list and I've organized them into what could be considered a low tier, a medium tier, and a high tier. And what you'll want to do is just take a look and see, well, I think I can offer some digital downloads. I think I can offer some exclusive bundles. I think I might want to have some voting power. Going through and looking at the description and taking a look if some of these are for you or really don't feel like they're what you want to offer. Maybe you don't want to offer a promo code. So what I would do is go over here to your rating, and I can rate things 5 stars, 1 star, 0 stars, as far as what I would want to offer in my Patreon. And a cool little trick, even if you just highlight this cell and type in a number 1 through 5 and hit enter, boom, you have already rated things just like that. So as you go through this list, and you can kind of rate for yourself, like, oh, this might be something I want to do. I'm not really a works in progress kind of person, etc., etc. You can kind of go through and rate them yourself, and then you can also sort them. So if you see this little triangle here, that's a filter, and you can actually sort things A through Z or 1 through 5, or you can do Z through A and sort from 5 to 1 and kind of see which ones rise up to the top. Now, over here is more of a generic idea, but I also have given you a scratch pad where you can kind of type out your notes on, let's say you had an idea for shout out in for social media, or you wanted to put some credits embedded in some metadata of a digital product. I don't know. Let's just write some of these ideas down. So metadata shout out, which this is literally just off of the top of my head. Digital downloads. Oh, I have this idea for having a themed flower art download. And then here's an exclusive bundle I'm not selling anywhere else, etc., etc. So you can actually put as many notes, this is really your scratch pad, as you want here. And maybe you wanted to do, oh, I don't know, custom work at the highest tier. So I can go over here and say that's really going to be like a 25 plus tier. Maybe the flower art will be at the $3 tier, and maybe the metadata shout out is a $5 tier. I don't know. I'm just playing. But if you have too many ideas, that's when the next tab is going to be really helpful for you. So the idea chooser is where you can put all of those ideas, kind of sort through what tier you think it would be, and then you can rank them as far as which ones are easy to do, which ones are worth doing, and which ones fans will love. So I'm going to go back to this all ideas, and I'm just going to copy and paste here in the idea chooser. And metadata shoutouts, I mean, that's kind of easy to do, easy enough. So I'm going to put that as a 4. And you notice once I hit this average rating actually automatically calculates. And if you ever need a little prompt, if you hover over these, there's a Could you keep delivering this monthly without being burdened by it? Could you keep doing it for 1 year, 5 years? Just questions to think about when you're rating these. Metadata shoutouts. Is it worth doing? To be honest, I'm not sure if anybody really cares if their name is in the metadata of my digital files. Will fans love it? Yeah, I don't think so. So the average rating is going to be 2. And you'll notice that there's a lot of errors here, but they're errors if there's 0 things here to calculate. So let's just say the flower art download. Oh, that's so easy to do. I already have it. It's worth doing. It's high in demand. Fans will absolutely love it. That's 5 out of 5. And we can put as many notes here as we want. The metadata shoutouts, let's put that as low, and this is low, and this is going to be high. What you want to do is have one offering from a low and a medium and a high. And I wouldn't really go much beyond 3 offerings. But what's really cool is this custom GPT. If you want a little more help and assistance, I have trained this ChatGPT, this custom GPT, with all of this information, and I've also given you a couple of example prompts that you can use. For example, I'm an illustrator with a large clipart catalog, not a lot of time to spend on Patreon. What kind of tiers do you suggest for me? So I'm going to copy and paste this in, and so it might actually have some ideas for you of things that you could possibly offer. There's other things too, including like, can you help me build a task list to launch my Patreon? I don't have a big following. How do I get my first patrons? Things about U.S. taxes. There's all sorts of, I don't understand statistics. Can I give you the stats on my Patreon and you can help me interpret what I want to do with them? There's a lot of really cool things that this GPT can do that's specific to you as an artist. So you want to tell it what kind of artist you are, what kind of creative you are, and it will feed you things that I have trained it on, some specific information on starting Patreon, as well as my own take and my own advice. It's a blend of both. So take a look at this. If you come up with a clump of ideas, you might want to put that into your Patreon planner and have it tell you a few more things, maybe write up some descriptions of each tier, and basically go to town with this. So I hope this is helpful. Please let me know. I am a phone call or an email away. You can book a 15-minute free consult right here, or you could just shoot me a note. If you have any questions or insights or ideas, or you're just really excited that you're finally going to start your Patreon.